What independence? What freedom? As Americans take days off to barbecue, to visit relatives, to sit back on the sofa and watch the tube, the 4th of July weekend actually washes over them. Its meaning and significance lost to many. The date notes the 1776 adoption of the Declaration of Independence, the formal statement of separation between the British Crown and the British colonies in North America. The Declaration actually reads like an indictment against King George III, his ministers, and his military. It is a document which alleges violations of rights, traditions, and customs by the British King and declares, to prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid world. It is, in a sense, certainly a radical document, for it represented the rejection of and separation from the strongest kingdom in the world at that time. What made it revolutionary is that it demonstrated resistance to an idea that, in principle, ruled large parts of the earth, that of royalty. Does it make the slightest bit of sense that the descendants of these radicals now head a virtual world war against radicalism? The document, while radical, also had its share of hypocrisy, which some of the men there apparently recognized as they voted down the section charging the king with encouraging and fostering what Thomas Jefferson called an execrable commerce, slavery. But it's interesting to note some of the charges which were made, such as he has made judges dependent on his will alone. He has combined with others to subject us to a jurisdiction foreign to our Constitution and unacknowledged by our laws, giving his assent to their acts of pretended legislation, for quartering large bodies of armed troops amongst us, for protecting them by a mock trial from punishment for any murders which they should commit on the inhabitants of these states. Towards the end of the document, the signers declare a prince whose character is thus marked by every act which may define a tyrant is unfit to be the ruler of a free people. Reading those charges from 231 years ago makes one think more of the present George in power rather than a British monarch. For as the Declaration itself notes in its opening lines, whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. How free is this country? If you can afford it, pretty much. But if you're not wealthy, you're at the mercy of the elites. Happy 4th. From Death Row, this is